Hi Floss Tube, it's Diane, the Hot Mess Princess, looking like a hot mess. I'm sorry. It was either make you wait like 3 more days or this, so apologize. Yeah, I didn't have a proper floss tube last week, so and I've had quite an interesting time of things lately, so get ready for some stories. Get a cup of coffee or tea or vodka, whatever you want, and settle in because I've got some stories to share. So today we are going to go over shout outs, an update on the trip that was and the trip that never happened, and then we're going to talk about the giveaway. I have a winner for my latest giveaway, which is, again, highly organized, which is this fabulous Farm Girl fall pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. So I have a winner for that. We're going to talk about whips, of course. We're going to talk about, I'm going to give you a Stitchy Room update because you know what a hot mess my Stitchy Room was, I don't know. I'll tell you soon. Also an update for those of you who are fans of Rebel the kitten. She's so cute. So I'll have an update at the end. We're going to do all the stitchy things first. And then I have a finish to share, but it's not a stitchy finish. It's a craft finish. So I'll keep that at the end as well for those of you who aren't interested in other crafts. Okay, good. I just dropped a pen. Nothing fabulous. Okay. So first, let's do a quick bunch of shout outs. I'm actually doing shout outs for 2 weeks because I didn't do a proper floss tube last weekend. So stitching is my happy place. By the way, I love your name because look, this is my happy place. Stitching is my happy place. It is official. Rebel is the queen of the house, and we all know it. So you'll see why at the end of the video during the Rebel update. Country Cross Stitcher, thank you for complimenting my pillow that was accidentally behind me 2 weeks ago and not being offended. Totally forgot that it was there and didn't notice when I was editing the video until it was too late. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the video from 2 weeks ago if you are not easily offended. If you are, just don't watch. Inez, always good to see you checking in. Thank you very much. Till the Last Stitch, Lana, I'm so glad you got the needle minder. I'm so sorry it took me that long to send it to you. And to answer your question about where was I in California, I'm from Orange County, California. So I was visiting my mom in the Fountain Valley, Huntington Beach area where I grew up. Sure Join, thank you for saying I'm a good daughter. That's so sweet. It does make it a little bit easier when you work for an airline and you can travel fairly easily. Well, not easily, but cheaply. Let's put it that way. That does definitely help. And because my mom is scared to death to fly and has never flown. So she won't be coming out here to Texas to see me. Cindy Cannon, thank you so much for saying my mom is beautiful. I think so too. I think all moms are beautiful. Golden Hair Stitcher, yes, the weather in Orange County was very nice, but you know what? I don't know if you grew up out there. I definitely grew up out there. It's always nice, right? Except for, of course, when there's Santa Ana winds, I always hated. And of course, fire season, which is terrible. Let's just all take a minute to send happy and positive vibes out there to the people suffering from the fires in California. That is never easy to watch. And just really, particularly the fires in Northern California, the death toll is awful. So just really heartfelt prayers going out to the Californians who are affected by the fire. But yes, to answer your original question, the weather in Orange County was very nice, but I'm used to that. I grew up in that. So actually to me, nice weather is like, we can do better. Let's have some weather with a little personality. So I don't know why I'm like that. I just am. So, okay, I think that's all. Yeah, that's all I had written down. So let's talk about the giveaway, which again was generously donated by Fat Quarter Shop. They were, they're at fatquartershop.com. I will have their link in the information on this video, so please go check them out. And this is Farm Girl Fall by Lori Holt. How cute is that? Right? Yay. There. So anyway, that's Stitch Crazy. You won! So send me a message. I will have all my contact information, or you can private message me on YouTube, whatever's easier for you. But send me your mailing information and let me know how I can get this to you, and I will ship it. Congratulations on winning, and thank you again to Fat Quarter Shop for hosting this giveaway. I apologize if you can hear the alarm on my dryer. I'm trying to do laundry because I'm traveling tomorrow. Yeah, everything's nuts. So, okay, so congratulations. That's Stitch Crazy. And I love that name. That's fabulous. So, let's do a quick update about the mom trip, which you guys saw because I did post a very brief message last week when I was in Orange County, sharing that I was not going to have a proper Floss Tube video because I was visiting with my mom. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the video or not, but my mom is 92 years old and she is on Facebook. She's on the internet. We do webcam, so it makes things a lot easier for her. And even though I have siblings out in California, whenever my mom has needs an IT department, she calls me because she's convinced that I'm a genius. I'm not a genius. So anyway, yeah, she's a hoot and a half, and I get all of my humor from my mother, and I'm just very, very lucky to still have her with me, and I go out there as many times as I can in order to spend time with her, but I'm thankful that I have webcam and she knows how to use it, so we do Google Hangouts together and stuff. It's really fun. So anyway, that was last week because between the holidays and the other trips I have planned for either work or fun, that was, and of course my family's schedule, the ones who are in California, it was the only weekend that I could go. So I went out for a quick overnight to see my mom and turned around and came back home. And last Wednesday, November 14th, was a very special day. It was National Us Day. And by that, I mean it was my birthday and my husband's birthday. We have the same birthday. And because that was one of the first things we found that we had in common, we got married on our birthday. So it's National Us Day. We have both birthdays and our wedding anniversary all on the same day. And we had planned this amazing trip. We were going to leave the Saturday before and go to London and stay in London for a few days. And then we were going to fly to Bilbao, Spain, so that we could go to this incredible mission north of there that actually it was the location they used to film Dragonstone. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, that stony, windy walkway, that's real. The castle, of course, that's fake, but there's a humble mission at the end of that. It's not this huge castle, but I'm waving around with paper. So anyway, we were going to go and explore that because it looks like an incredible place to go. There's a very beautiful church at the top that we wanted to see, and we wanted to learn about that area and why that mission is there, and that was going to be fabulous. And then we were going to come home through Madrid or Frankfurt. When you work in travel like I do and you fly standby, you have to kind of go with the flow. So we weren't sure which way we were going to come home, but either way it would have been fabulous. Unfortunately, the Wednesday before the Saturday we were supposed to leave, our house sitter canceled. And yeah, and it was a special birthday trip because Hot Mess hubby turned 50 and it was our 15th wedding anniversary. So that really hurt. That was tough to take. We weren't going anywhere. And I know some of you are probably saying, why didn't you just go find another house sitter or kennel the dogs or whatever? Kirby, our St. Bernard, is 10 years old, and she's an old lady with arthritis in her hips, and the older she gets, the more fragile her sweet nature is, and that would take a lot out of her to kennel her at like PetSmart Pet Hotel or whatever. And they love to have her because it's rare to see a St. Bernard in Texas. She's a totally spoiled indoor dog, so please don't worry about her here in the summer. She spends her summers in Texas belly up in front of the air conditioning vent that drops down. But anyway, we choose not to kennel them because it's too hard on Kirby. And having a house sitter is something very personal to me. I did not feel in 3 days I could interview and be confident in a house sitter who's going to live in my house. Shut up, dryer. In a house sitter that's going to live in my house, not knowing them. I would have worried the entire time, and it would have taken all the joy out of my vacation. So the choice became either stay home and lose my vacation, or go on a vacation that's not really a vacation because I'm worried about what's happening at home. So it's one thing if it's a trip to California or a trip to the East Coast where I'm 3 hours away, but to be internationally gone, you know, in another country and not knowing what's going on. It's just, I know myself, and I couldn't do that. So I will be on the hunt for a new house sitter so that this doesn't happen in the future. Okay, so that was the trip that never was, and we're going to have to schedule that again. I do have future trips coming up, and I have a work trip coming up tomorrow that's going to be kind of fun and exciting. I'm not sure if I'll be able to check in from there. I'm not going to be able to do a Floss Tube video from there because my coworkers will think I'm crazy. But I'll see if I can post something on Instagram or something. It just happened to be, I'm going to one location for something, and it turned out somebody said something about this town that we were staying in, and I'm like, that sounds familiar. And I looked, and this dream destination I've always wanted to go to is 8 minutes away. So we're going. My coworkers and I talked them into, let's go. I mean, 8 minutes away. After dinner, we can just, you know, hello. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll tell you where I am tomorrow. But of course, that's a work trip. So, you know, hot mess. Hubby, he's staying home. He's working. The pets will be fine. Yada, yada, yada. So, and then I have another trip coming up with my cousin. We decided last year we would take an annual trip together. And so this is going to be our annual trip. And I will check in from there when I do that. That's later. And sorry, little storage issue. So on my phone, I never delete anything. So I just had to delete some stuff. So anyway, I'll check in from my trip with my cousin, which isn't for a while. Okay, let's talk about whips. I know I explained to you guys that I took a lot of things out of the rotation because they were not inspiring and not motivating me at the time. So I have 2 works in progress right now that I will share, and I don't know where did I put them. There we go. Okay, so the first one is relatively easy to give you a progress update on because that is nothing. I haven't done anything. It is my embroidery class from the Embroiderers Guild of America's national seminar during the first week of October. Still haven't done anything. You know, I think after Thanksgiving, when things slow down a little bit, hopefully I'll get it done, because I do need to get it done and under glass because this gold work will tarnish. That's going to tarnish. And I don't want that to happen, so it needs to be an airtight frame. So then I decided, I know I was going back and forth with you guys about, excuse me, about what projects I was going to start stitching and which ones I was going to enter in the State Fair of Texas. So this is one of them, I think, if it meets the minimum stitch count, which I'm not good at the mathy numbery side of cross stitch. So I'm not sure. I'm just going to kind of go for it. Who gives a crap, right? So this is Little House Needleworks, My Lady at Christmas. So cute. I just love this. And I literally have one picture of me with both my parents together because one of them was either taking the pictures or, you know, whatever. Long story. But I love that she's holding this little silver frame. And the frame does not come with the pattern at all. But you can find these in Michael's and Joanne now in the, what do you call it? The jewelry making section. Yeah. I taught good English today, don't I? So anyway, I decided that that was going to be one of my projects that I started. And so I did, just barely. I've got like, I don't know, 10 stitches here. But it's a start. So, and every single one of the, like every time I lay a stitch, I'm using a laying tool. I'm making sure that each thread is completely separate and laying flat next to each other. So far, so far, it's perfect. I haven't screwed anything up yet. 10 stitches. Yeah. So there's that. And then, oh, I do have another piece that I'm going to start doing, but I have to do a conversion, and that is this baby. Isn't that cute? I found it on Etsy. Let me see if I can find the pattern name. Oh, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the person that designed this. Stitchline.etsy.com. So it's stitch and then line, line.etsy.com. So that's who did this pattern, and they had all the states. So just in case you're not from Texas and don't want to stitch Texas, they had other states. And I think, did they have countries? No, I don't think they did. But pink roses are not going to work for Texas. Has to be yellow rose. Yellow. So I'm going to do some changing in this pattern, and right now I don't have the time or the patience, but I did think that was super cute. So that's definitely going to be a State Fair of Texas entry next year. And then, oh, that goes with that. Okay. So then, of course, we have the, back to the Embroiderers Guild of America, my perfectly counted cross stitches, my super secret plan to win a blue ribbon next year at the State Fair of Texas. I am behind in this lesson, and I can't show you any pages because this is copyrighted material, and I can't do that. I won't share any content from it because that's not cool either. But I've learned so much already. It's incredible. I really, really love it. And if you're interested in the EGA, the Embroiderers Guild of America, or whatever, anything about it, feel free to ask questions in the comments below. You're probably going to ask a question that somebody else wanted to ask anyway, so feel free to ask me. But this class is really awesome, and she goes through telling you, I recommend you do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And I created a whole little thing like, you know, okay, I need to do this and this month and be here by this month because you have 6 months to complete it. And I'm already behind. So again, I'm hoping to get it done or get back on track after Thanksgiving. So I'm going to pause for just a second, and we're going to talk about haul. Okay, I'm back. All right, so let's talk about haul. This was really neat. I didn't buy anything this week, but, and I have actually brought up the Embroiderers Guild of America a lot in this Floss Tube. I was really, one of the good things about not going on my trip was that Tuesday night was my, chapter meeting for the Embroiderers Guild of America, the Fort Worth chapter that I belong to. And I would have missed that if I'd been in, you know, Madrid. And I had missed a couple meetings already. So I missed my Stitchy sisters, and I just told myself if I'm not going to be in Madrid, at least I had to be with my Stitchy sisters, right? So anyway, one of our peeps, well, they're all amazing, but my friend Linda had went through her stash and asked me if I wanted this. And I've never seen something like this before. And I thought it was really unique. So I messaged her back and said, yes, I would love that. If, you know, nobody else wants it, I would love it. I don't know when I'm going to be able to stitch it because I don't usually weed through my stash. So I have a ton of crap in here, but I love it. It's so unique and the colors are really beautiful. So, she gave it to me. So this is from Gitta's, Gittas, and it's an original petty point and cross stitch design called Bird of Paradise. So how cool is this? Pretty neat, huh? So that's haul without actually buying anything. Linda was nice enough to give me that. So yay me, I get haul and I don't have to pay for it. So, okay, let's see. Oh, okay, so Stitchy Room update. Again, since I was going to be home, I ended up, ooh, yikes, that's a whole hot mess. I ended up working Monday and Tuesday because I figured I'm not burning a whole week of vacation to stay home and not do anything. So I worked on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday was National Us Day. So hubby and I celebrated by going out to lunch and then just kind of taking it easy around the house. And then Thursday we spent the day together. I just decided to take a long weekend. So I was off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we just hung around the house. Hubby took a quick little side trip to do some photography in Utah and then came home yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So I've been doing some around the house projects and I made a clean spot on my desk, which you will, or I'm sorry, on the ugly table. It's not really my desk. It's just a table that has to be here because of Kirby the St. Bernard. She demands rule over my furniture choices. So anyway, the ugly table now has clean spots on it and is neater than when you last saw it. And I also bought myself a chair for the ugly table because if I have to have it and I have to sit at it, then I need a chair. And I hate stealing the dining room chairs. Like then there's 3 in the dining room and it just freaks me out. So yeah, so I did that. And I also bought something to help control my Cricut vinyl with if you have a Cricut machine, you know what I'm talking about, that rolled vinyl and the iron-on paper and all that stuff it starts going crazy. So, yeah. So here is my Stitchy Room update. Ta-da! Okay, Stitchy Room update. There's no St. Bernard on the floor, so that's a good thing. Okay, so this doesn't look very neat. But it is, really, trust me. There are clean spots on the desk. See? And this really is just, never mind. I have no excuses. So this isn't going to stay, but this is Rebel's little canned cat food, and it keeps the cans sort of organized for me. So at least there's that. And then there's my Cricut, that little blue thing back there. And I found space for my laptop, so that's a good thing, because if you guys remember, this table was piled high, and it's not anymore. There is some working space. So I have to give myself credit for that. Started hanging my little Cricut mats right there, and then this is the chair I got for myself. So that's good. Ugly table still. I haven't bought my desk yet because I know just the one that I want, and it's kind of pricey, so I have to kind of budget for that. And then I got, okay, and I know, yeah, this is crazy. I haven't had a lot of time to spend back here. But this plastic set of drawers back here is where I organized all my Cricut vinyl, which used to be in bins, taking up a lot of my floor space. So there's that at least. And then this little kennel, this is where I have to keep Rebel's food in there, and only she can, oh, look at that little piggy. She's yikes. I gotta clean this up. But anyway, only she can fit back here. Tiny kitty. St. Bernards can't fit their heads back here, so that's why I have this. But I actually want to make a cover for this. You know, she's named Rebel for Star Wars, and
So I have a cute idea that involves some punch needle that will be neat for a cover, but that's a long way away. But anyway, it does look a little bit better. When I watch TV, I can actually see the TV. I don't have to look up over this huge pile of stuff. So, not much progress, but some, and I have to give myself a little credit for that.
Okay, so hopefully you can see the good through the bad. I have made a little bit of progress. You guys give me a little bit of the benefit in that one. Hopefully you see some of that. Oh, I just looked down and saw something I have to share. It's just really cool. I thought this item was lost forever. And so in my downtime this week, when I was working around the house, I saw this. Our huge dresser has this cabinet in the middle, and I opened it up, and there it was, this little basket. Nothing in it, right? This was my grandma's, and it used to, I actually bought her, it had strawberry candies in it when I gave it to her for her birthday one year. And so when she passed away, this was in the things that I asked if I could have, and so my mom gave it to me, and I thought it was gone forever, and I found it, and so I'm going to put little Stitchy gadgets in it, and I love that I still have that with me. I was so excited. So one finish that I have that is not cross-stitch related, and it's related to my Cricut machine. I saw this on Pinterest. It made me laugh my butt off, and I don't know if easily offended is the right word, because I don't know. I have kind of a raunchy sense of humor, so maybe if you're easily offended, maybe don't look. Okay, maybe skip forward until you see the kitten update, because, you know, who doesn't love kittens, right? If you don't love kittens, you probably shouldn't even be watching this or following me on social media, because it's all I'm talking about right now is Rebel the kitten. So anyway, I had this little plant. Whoop, you can see the top of it. I had this, I bought it at, we have out here home decor stores called At Home, and I saw it, I think it was like $6 at Home, and I just thought it was a cute little plant. I didn't really have any intention of doing anything to it, and then I saw this idea on Pinterest that just made me laugh my butt off, and I thought, I need to do that. So this little plant now sits on the top of the toilet tank in our guest bathroom. And easily offended people, look away. Look away right now. Ready? Those of you who are like me and not offended, this is what I did to the plant. It sits on the toilet tank. It's motivating, right? It's encouraging. Have a nice poop. It's encouraging. It's very positive. So anyway, I have in mind, if I can find two identical plants to sit on either side, I have in mind something for those two, because why not just go over the top? That's what makes me a hot mess. So stay tuned for that. But that is all I have right now. If you don't like cute fuzzy little kittens, then just turn this off. But if you do, I have a little Rebel update for you. It was a big week for little Miss Rebel. She got a new cat tree. And when I say cat tree, I mean cat tree. This sucker is tall. It's 72 inches tall. I found it on Amazon. It was a really, really great price. And it is now hers, and she rules the universe from her position on the cat tower. So stay tuned. I will put a Rebel update at the end of this video, and I will see you guys next week, hopefully with some progress on some of my whips. So have a great week, and thanks very much for watching. As always, I appreciate your comments. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great week. Be nice humans, okay? Bye.